Oh, fuck me. Okay, hold on. I think I'm recording, right? Yes. Okay, in today's video, I really just wanted to talk about this. Holy fuck. It's so sweaty in my room right now. I really just wanted to talk about the Grounded 2 Early Access Roadmap. Okay, let's read over this stuff first, like up here. It says, so the controller means platforms, okay? The tree means the park, so that's like changes to the park and stuff like that, or maybe new areas. This is the gear cogs is features. The ant egg means like different buggies. Maybe they add new buggies. Uh, maybe it's just like an update to one of the buggies in general. The ladybug, means they're adding either a new creature or an update to a creature. The star is, uh, I guess like normal game progression. Like they're just adding new stuff to the game. I think it could be like literally anything. We have the house is buildings, like maybe they're adding new buildings. The swing means playground mode. That's changes to playground mode. And then the text bubble means language support. Okay. Oh, and then right here, community asks. That is right here. That is the ant symbol. Okay. I don't know what community asks means. Maybe they're gonna like have a poll for the community. Like you go vote on the poll, maybe something like that, or maybe they'll ask the community what they want to see added into the game. It could be that. I don't know if they did that with woolly aphids though. Did they? Because I think they might have done. Did they do a community asks and they asked people to make a new like insect or creature they wanted added into the game, and then they voted on it, and they voted for the woolly aphid. Did they or did they not do that? I have no idea. Let's continue though. So the first thing, Toxic Tangle update, that stuff is like the shit that's out now. Oh, yeah, before I continue even further, this video is going to be about, it's going to be me talking about the roadmap, and then it's also going to be me talking about, uh, like just my thoughts on Grounded in general. Like what I like and what I dislike about Grounded 2. That's the second point though, okay? So obviously, new area of the park, community gardens, features Sour 2.0, Peeper 2.0, Coziness 2.0, passive mutations, and active mutations. So now some mutations are going to be active, or they're going to be like active automatically. You don't even have to choose the mutation. That's already released though. They also have Ladybug Buggy, Peeper on Buggy. That was a feature that wasn't added. That's actually really good now. They have QOL and quality of life and interaction improvements with buggies, or I think the community asked for that, so that's why that's there. I think the community was just like, yeah, you need to increase, or like, you need to get off your ass at this thing. I think that's why that's there. And then you have this right here, 11 new creatures and a new Colossus the Snake. The 11 new creatures, they're kind of cheating when they say 11 new creatures. There are actually technically only 2 new creatures. Or, yeah, technically 2. All of the other creatures are either a creature that was brought back from Grounded 1, put into Grounded 2. That's option 1. Option 2 is that it's an orc variant of a creature that's already in game. Or, but yeah, like a creature that's already in game. Option 3 is that it's actually a new creature that was never in the game, that was neither in Grounded 1 or in Grounded 2 before. And then I think option 4 is the ogres. I think they're counting all of those, like all four of those options. That's what they're counting. So they kind of cheated. They also have new tier three equipment, new tier three Omni tool. And then you have mushroom set, pumpkin set, which I think was a community ask. I think they were leaks for uh the winter update. Like I think maybe Obsidian leaked it themselves. I don't know. But people were just like, oh yeah, we might be getting like pumpkin bases. Like we might be able to build out of pumpkins. And I think that's why Community Ask was there. There's new furniture and new base defenses. I have not seen a new base defense. Like I don't know what that means. Like they didn't add a new version of the fucking the acorn turret. I don't think they added anything like that. So what do they mean by new base defenses? I have no idea. Okay, next update that they're releasing is the Playgrounds update. This update includes Steam Deck Verified and ROG Ally. ROG Ally is basically a handheld version of an Xbox console. It's basically just Xbox but handheld. I think that's what it is. And then Playground mode. So they're going to add Playground mode into the game next update. They're also going to add create, upload, and share playgrounds to where like you're able to make a playground, okay, like build shit, do a whole bunch of other shit with playground mode. You're able to build it and yeah, like you're able to upload it to I think some sort of workshop or something. I never used this feature in Grounded 1, so I don't know what the fuck it was. I think they might be planning on making it an actual feature, like an actual playground feature. You know what I mean? Like a physical playground feature where it's like you load into playground mode and you're able to search up uh like maybe on I don't know, like on Steam or on their very own like workshop page. I don't know. They have two different maps for playgrounds. They have the grass box, which I think is the normal grass box from Grounded 1, and the map Brook Hollow Park. And I think they're going to improve on the voting system. That's what it says, improved voting system. I don't know what that means. Yet again, I never played it in Grounded 1, never played Playground, never made a map, never uploaded it, never downloaded someone else's map. I was also on PS5, so I don't know if I could have, but yeah. Okay, so that's the next update. And then they have spring update. So I think February they're going to release Playground update with uh like the Playground update, like this stuff right here. I think they're also going to update what the fuck did I think? What the fuck did I'm having a stroke. Okay. They're going to what's that called? Update, not update. Saying update makes it sound like it's already in the game. What is it called when they add a new feature to a game? Like, yeah, I know it is an update, but what's it called when they add the feature? What do you call it when they add it? I have no idea. I don't know. I think February they're going to release the Playground update and also add um the Valentine's Day holiday feature where I don't know what the fuck they're planning on making. I do hope it's something good though. Like I don't think they're going to have I don't think they're going to bring back the heart arrows. I don't think they will. But I think they might bring they're probably going to do something with chocolate candy and like the kisser candy, like the lip candy, whatever the fuck. They might add a new version of candy into the game just to have more like resources, or just to have a different resource other than chocolate chunks or something like that. You get the idea. So that's February. And then I think March, I think they're planning on releasing you maybe. I'm not too sure. All I remember is that they're planning on, I remember hearing someone say, "Oh, hey, they're planning on like the next 3 months in Grounded are going to be immaculate or are going to be packed filled with content like playground mode, maybe the spring update." But then what do they mean by that? Because they can't have spring update be, this big and then release uh a summer update right after. They can't really do that, but who knows? Okay, over to the spring update. Apparently, we're gonna get the Black Anthill. So it's just the Black Anthill, not the war-torn anthill. We're getting the Black Anthill. I don't know what that means. There is an unused wood pile in Grounded right now. An unused wood pile. Wood pile is not being used for anything other than it just sits there and looks pretty. They might in the future want to add termites there and stuff like that. I don't know. But it is yeah, that. Like they're gonna add a new Black Anthill. I don't know if the Black Anthill is gonna be there or not. I sure hope it is. I I really fucking hope it's not um somewhere in, well, the pumpkin patch is very much so unused, kind of. It's a very small area, but it is also, it's kind of somewhat unused. I could see them adding an anthill in the pumpkin patch area, like the black anthill in the pumpkin patch area. But I would rather them add it possibly in um the what's it called? The thing in the wood pile. But I do know if they add it in the wood pile, then the war torn anthill makes no fucking sense whatsoever. So they're probably gonna add it somewhere in the pumpkin patch. Okay, now remember features. So black anthill, that's good. Hot deposit improvements, that's amazing. New orc abilities? What the fuck does that mean? Does that mean orc creatures are now going to have separate abilities from the ones from like the regular orc creatures? Or from the regular creature? Or does that mean, like, what does that mean? It could, back to what I was saying, like literally 5 seconds ago. It could either mean orc creatures now have their own special abilities, or it could mean that maybe we, like the player is able to use special abilities with orc equipment, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how they would add this. I don't know how they would do anything about it, but yeah, they might. Or, I don't know. Orc abilities, though, I don't know what the fuck that means. And then a feature, buggy buffing. What does that mean? Does that mean that A, we're gonna be able to buff our buggies, like give them a special buff or something like that, depending on maybe like the food we eat or the food we feed them, something like that? Or does that mean that they are physically buffing buggies, like they're making buggies stronger? It could be either one. It could be either the player has to give the buggy a buff, or the buggy is just going to receive a buff, like maybe more health, more damage, higher jump, faster movement speed, that sort of stuff. I don't know. Again, right here, buggies, right here, black ant buggy. That's good. So we're gonna be able to run around on a tier 2 black ant buggy. I'm assuming black ants are going to be like the tier 2 buggy. Or I'm assuming black ant buggies are going to be tier 2, right? Where normal red ants are tier 1, okay? But black ants are tier 2, and they're able to destroy tier 2 resources and stuff like that, maybe. You never know. And maybe some of the like hidden pathways, you get what I mean? Like the pathway where you need the ant buggy to get through the rotted route or the dead route. Maybe they're gonna release tier 2 dead routes. Maybe. There's also gonna apparently be buggy milk maulers. Like buggy milk maulers, okay? So maybe that either means we're gonna be able to get milk maulers from buggies. Like you have to use a buggy to get the milk mauler, or it means uh no, that's only it. Or maybe like you need the buggy to get the milk mauler. That's what I just said. I mean it like maybe the black ant buggy. Maybe you need to have the black ant buggy, and the black ant buggy is the only thing that's able to actually attack the milk mauler and destroy it. That's option one. Option two is that you need the black ant buggy to get to the location where the milk mauler is, and then you're able to destroy it on your own. Maybe. I have no idea. There is also buggy mutation. That's not bad. Maybe doing certain actions on a buggy will activate the mutation. Like, maybe buggies will now have Natural Explorer if they get activated and stuff like that. But maybe each buggy has their own mutation. You get what I mean? It's like the mutations can't share through buggies. You have to use a buggy to get the mutation on its own, maybe. I don't know. And then, okay, buggy buff hut. So obviously the feature about buggy buffing, we're going to be able to buff our own buggies using, I guess, the buggy buff hut. That's bad. I'm not saying it as like it's a bad thing, but I'm saying that's a whole nother fucking building I'm gonna need to place on my thing, like at my base. I'll need to place a whole, probably another big ass building at my base in order to use that. So that's just peachy. I love how my base is super big, guys. It is super big. Great. Okay, new creature they're gonna add. It looks like you can see right here the creature things, okay? You can see right here, right where my cursor is, that is the exact same symbol for community asks. Right here. The exact same symbol for community asks. So maybe they're going to release a bug. They're going to release a creature that people have been asking for. I don't know what the fuck this symbol means. I'm not 100% sure anymore. Because it says, oh, community asks, community asks. Does that mean the physical community has been asking you to implement it? Or does that mean you decided to create a poll and ask people what they want? Like you made a poll, it would be like, oh, hey, do you guys want termites back into the game? Or like if the next creature being termites, or if it's antlions or fucking tiger mosquitoes or something like that. I don't know. I still don't know what the community asks means. All right. But obviously, you can see here a new buggy or a new creature at least. And it seems like a pretty damn long name. Pretty long ass name right here. Like it ends here. Start here, end here. Or maybe that says new. Okay, stop clicking on it. Maybe it says new right here. Maybe that says new. I have no idea. Or it says ladybug buggy. Yeah, it doesn't say new. Maybe it's a multi-name thing. I don't know. That looks like a capital letter because it's like very bold underneath. And that might be a capital letter, so it might be something something, or maybe it's just one big letter. But underneath that it says Ogre Unleashed. or ogres unleashed. What the fuck does that mean? Does that mean that normal bug placement, that like normal bug spawns have a chance to turn into ogres? Does that what that means? Or is it that you guys are just gonna release more ogres? Like more insects are gonna become ogres. Like the ogre version of an insect. I have no idea. It could be either or. Okay? Obviously, spring update, a new armor set. Obviously, well, hold on. That's not really that. Actually, it might be. A new creature being added would also mean a new armor set and a new weapon. So, new creature, armor set, and weapon. It says new armor and new weapons. So, at least 2 weapons. This creature is going to be able to give us an armor set. Maybe not a uh maybe not a weapon, but maybe an armor set. And maybe we like with Ogres Unleashed, we might be able to use ogre parts. Like maybe the ogre insects could drop ogre versions of regular insect parts, which might allow us to make make our own candy infused or like ogre infused weapons. Maybe. There's also right here half railings. That was apparently a community ask. Was half railings. There's also complete mushroom set, complete pumpkin set, new furniture, and Everchar grill. So they're planning on adding that's in buildings. So they're planning on adding an Everchar grill into buildings. Maybe it might be a like a new roasting spit. Like you're able to use ever charcoal chunks to make a grill, and maybe it's able to cook like maybe only one food at a time, but it's able to cook it in a third of the time, or maybe it gives better buffs. You get what I mean? So either it gives faster cooking, or the food cooked on a grill might give like longer lasting buffs. You never know. And then there's toolset buggy racing. I don't play grounded. I don't play playground, so I would not know what this means. Toolset buggy racing. Maybe there is a toolset that would allow you to summon buggies and have the buggies race themselves, if that makes any sense. Like either maybe like race in a go-kart fashion, or maybe race in a like you're able to tell where the buggy like you're able to tell the buggy to go somewhere, and maybe it'll act as a way of like transportation. You know what I mean? Let's say like you have a map, and let's say I set a ladybug buggy like right at spawn, and if I hop on the ladybug buggy, maybe that ladybug buggy will be preset to walk a certain path to get to a certain destination just by me hopping on top of the buggy. That might be what it means. I don't know. Okay, now we have the summer update. Steam Deck crossplay with Microsoft account. That's pretty cool. They're also planning on adding a new section to the park. Wait, if they're planning on adding Black Ant Hill, does that mean does that mean that they're physically adding an entire section to the map that's just called Black Ant Hill? Or are they just adding a Black Ant Hill? Because maybe, just maybe, that tree means the entire park. Like maybe it means a new section added to the park. Maybe. It might not be, but there is a chance it is. And I'm willing to take that chance. I don't know. It could also just mean a new landmark. You know what I mean? It's just like like that symbol might just mean a new landmark. We'll never know until they release it or they say otherwise, if that makes any sense. So possibly a new section to the map coming in the spring update. If not, they're just adding a black ant hill somewhere. I don't know. Here. Uh, Give me a second. Okay, I'm recording again. Okay. I could not find a map. I tried looking for a map of Grounded 2, um, like the winter update. I could not find it. Not at all. I don't know where they would add the Black Ant Hill. Black Ant Hill would have to be somewhere behind. Wait. Okay, so the Grounded 2 map, it is, uh, it does connect to the top. You know what I mean? How, like, beforehand, before the update, it like, the right side of the map looked weird, and it wasn't, like, perfectly square, but I do think that it is somewhat square now. I think that is the case. I can't truly remember, because I can't search it up and find it anywhere. But yeah, I think that is the case. I don't know where the Black Ant would be. The Black Ant Hill would be if it is a new section of the map. I have no idea where they would put it because it would also that section of the map would also need to have access to the community garden because that would just make the most sense. And if it doesn't have access to the community garden, then how the fuck does the Black Ant Hill make any sense? You know what I mean? I don't know. No idea. Okay, back to this. Okay, Steam Deck crossplay, new section of the map. It looks like if I go over here, it looks like it starts with a T, right? Starts with a T. I don't know where it would be. I don't know where the hell the map would be. I don't know where it would be, but apparently also summer update, they're planning on adding swimming 2.0, so a new way of swimming, or maybe they're improving on swimming feature as it is right now. Because I think as it is right now, I think we have maximum of 35 seconds of air. We can only be underwater for about 35 seconds before we drown. So having swimming 2.0, maybe having, I don't know. I don't know what they could do. But you get the point, though. It's Swimming 2.0. I'm assuming if they're adding Swimming 2.0, that means that this new section of the map is going to have a big water area. I don't know if that's true. Don't know if it's false. I don't know. I also don't know where the fuck it would be. Because I don't know. I go here to images, grounded to. I looked at that. I looked at the map genie, and it didn't show shit. It showed actual dog shit. I mean, the winter update is literally released to the public. Like, anyone could have it without the PTB. So, yeah, I don't know why I can't find one of the new area. But okay, you see right here, like this area, it's obviously it's further up than here and shit like that. You get the idea though. Like maybe they add it down here, add it here. I don't know. Yet again, I cannot fucking see shit. It'd be cool if I could look up the map genie and have the game open at the same time. Because I think I'm missing a milk molar, but I don't know where said milk molar is. You know what I mean? Because, like, I remember there was one upgrade that I needed one more milk molar to complete, but I did not have that milk molar, and I did not know if it was incomplete on purpose or if it wasn't incomplete, or if it was or wasn't, or is or isn't. I don't know. Okay, so no idea where the fuck this could be. Okay, swimming 2.0. The new section would have to have swimming, a massive swimming area. Zip lines, good. Good thing for zip lines. This is summer, by the way. Water buggy. They're not going to release any extra details about that, but a buggy underwater. So obviously, they're releasing a water buggy, or they're releasing a massive water section. I do remember them saying that they did plan on adding water section to Grounded 2. They did say that, and a lot of people hated that, or did not like it, because water in Grounded 1, it was more of a pain in the ass than it was, like, actually useful to explore. Like, I think in Grounded 1, they realized people hate the water section, so that's, like, not truly. Let's just stay away from adding extra shit to the water and just stick with the normal shit that we are doing. I think it's good. But water buggy, they have new creatures, watery creatures. Okay, obviously, if they're gonna add a water section, because they're gonna need to add water creatures underwater. What creatures, you may ask? Um, Tadpoles, maybe. If it's like if it's like a hose sprung a leak, and there's now like one of the sections is like a big marsh area with like a shit ton of water, and like maybe it's like a shallow kinda, I don't know, or maybe a muddy area, water muddy, that sort of stuff. I don't know. This video is gonna be way too fucking long. Let's just hurry up and get through this shit. Water creatures, yes. New equipment, that's obvious. They're gonna need to be new equipment if there's new water creatures. That's obvious. New Omnint or Omni tool unlocks. That's cool. Is that upgrades though? Because I don't know. That could be Omnint or Omni tool like upgrades. It sounds like it's either Omni tool upgrades or it's those like Omni tool cosmetics. Like maybe you're able to change the cosmetics of your Omni tool, and that's why it's there. So it might just be Omni tool cosmetic. It could also be maybe your Omni tool gets another function. Like maybe you're able to turn your Omni tool into an underwater dagger or axe and you have to upgrade it that way or stuff like that. You know what I mean? It does say new Omni tool unlocks. So it makes me think that it's going to be one of those, like it's going to be a brand new Omni tool upgrade. Like they have not the fork. They have the fucking shovel, the axe, the hammer, and the repair wrench. Maybe they'll add like something else that's also like a new tool. Okay, and then we have watery equipment. Obviously, if we're gonna have swimming, we're gonna need breathing equipment to breathe underwater. Yes. Watery bases, obviously. New future plans. This one says the something 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 and the something something. That's what says a J. That might be the jungle. Someone could definitely decipher what this says. You gotta be bitching me. That looks like random fucking letters. I think this stuff, like the stuff you're able to physically see, is what it's supposed to be. But I think this stuff up here and like that's blocked, I think it's just random bullshit. I don't think they actually added it there. That looks like random fucking letters. That does not look like any English alphabet ever. None of it. Not even a single lick of shit of English alphabet right there. They have active mutations 2.0. That's pretty good. So having active mutations and passive mutations, maybe they're planning on reworking active mutations, like how active mutations work. They might plan on reworking them. They're also obviously planning on adding new buggies, more buggy mutations, buggy customization, and more buggy progression. What does that mean? I don't know. Like maybe not new buggies, but like maybe you're actually able to do shit with buggies instead of just ride them around. You get what I mean? Like it might be buggy map progression, or it could just be progression of your buggy. I don't know. Obviously, new creatures, new park bosses, and new colossi. I believe the colossi is going to be like I believe colossi they are classified as the raven and the snake. I believe the raven and the snake are considered colossi, where they're just big creatures that you don't fight. They just exist and give you resources. I think the new park bosses is the fight, like obviously the fightable uh colossi or colossus. There is also obviously new armor, new weapons, new Omni tool unlocks. New Omni tool unlock. Wait a damn minute. We are at tier 3 hammer, axe, and repair torch or repair thing, right? We do not have tier 3 shovel. So maybe that's what's going to be here, a tier 3 shovel with the new Omni tool unlocks, tier 3 shovel, cuz they only show up to tier 4. So are they planning on adding a tier 5? I don't know. It would make sense if they do. But I don't really like the fact that there is tier 4 and tier 5 because in the first game tier 4 and tier 5 those were mainly for were those were mainly for new game plus, right? Those were for new game plus. How will Grounded 2 do new game plus? How will they do that? Obviously they're gonna have to add a way to get unshrunk. Okay, to grow back to normal size, they have to add a way for that. And if they plan on adding new game plus, what the fuck is it gonna be? I have no idea. No idea. Because I know map progression, I'm pretty sure in Grounded 2, is going to be based off of storyline progression as well. Like, I'm pretty sure you cannot, or I don't think you're going to be really able to go to. Actually, no, you can. You can go to that shit and complete that whole entire area. Yeah. You don't really need to do the storyline in order to get to every place on the map so far. So maybe, I don't know. New creatures, new boss fight, new armor, new weapons, new Omni tool unlocks, new archetypes. That's cool. So it's gonna be, you know how there's fighter, rogue, mage, shit like that. I think they're planning on adding a healer class. I did hear that. I heard it from someone. I don't know who, but I did hear that they were planning on adding a healer class to Grounded 2. I don't know how the class would work, but I do know they plan on adding it. I did hear someone say that. Someone said healer class. I remember that. I don't know who, don't know when, don't know how, don't know where, but I remember. New building materials, obviously. New buildings, obviously with new materials, yes. Customization, yes. Base moving. So now we might be able to uh, hot select or multi-select buildings. Like if I made a house, right? If I made a small house, we might be able to multi-select the house. Like all multi-select all the fucking what are they called? New the multi-select like the whole thing, all the buildings, all that shit, and then pick it up and move it somewhere else. We might be able to do that newer. And then obviously in Playground, new tool sets. I believe tool sets are I think it might just be tools that you're able to use in order to complete something. Like I know in Grounded 1 there was like the button, so maybe the button was a tool set. They have like buttons and levers and stuff like that in Grounded 1. I think that might have been a tool set. And if that was a tool set, then I do understand what they mean by tool sets and this shit. And then they have just Arabic, Korean, Polish, Russian, Thai, traditional Chinese, and Turkish text. Able to change the language in game to whatever language you speak. Okay, so that is my overview. This thing has been, I think, going on for an hour. Holy shit. Okay, now what I like and dislike about Grounded so far. I like that they're releasing the fucking game. I like it whenever they release new shit into the game. It's fun. It's something to do, and I do enjoy it. Something else I like is yeah, that's mainly just what I like. I just like that they're releasing the game and updating the game kind of constantly. Okay? They're not like laying back and like doing nothing. They're actually doing something, and you could tell that they kind of care. Okay? You can tell they kind of care. But that being said, I'm now going to move on to the shit I hate. Well, there's other stuff that I would like for them to do, or that I would love for them to do, okay? But it's like, I can't really say I like it about, like, I can't really say that I like that stuff about the game when it's not even in the game. Like, I could say, oh, I really hope they add fucking, um, what is it? Like, I really hope they add, like, a fucking waterfall. Like, I really hope they add a waterfall to Grounded, or maybe they add different weather changes and stuff like that to Grounded. I really hope they add that. I can't sit here and say I like that because it's not in the game yet. I have to like the stuff that's already in the game. I can't just say, oh, I like it. Like, I like for them to add that idea. It's not in the game, so I can't like it. I can like the idea, but I can't say that I like it while also talking about stuff I like that's already in game because it's not in game. Back to what I was saying. Uh, the stuff I dislike about it. Number one, if you look here, right? Toxic Tangle update, right there. Spring update, right here. Okay? There's, I think, three things I dislike about this. At least three things that I've noticed, okay? Number one, it took them what? 4 months to release this update. We were anticipating this update ever since the Axle update came out. We already knew they were going to release a winter update when the fucking Axle update came out. I'm pretty sure Axle update came out end of September, like September. That's when he came out, was end of September. He came out, I think, to the public, uh, in October. So, yeah, we knew about that shit for 4 months beforehand. And they've been working on it for 4 fucking months. Now, them working on a game for 4 months before releasing the update, not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. I would like for them to do that. The issue is when you actually play the update. When it was released to the public test build, there were so many glitches. Okay? A couple glitches I found were that A, you were able to just, if your game couldn't load the map fast enough, you would fall straight through the fucking floor. Okay? And then you would lose your backpack. There was another glitch with side tables. There is a way to get your side tables back, but it's not that good. They should have just that glitch should have never happened in the first place. There is another glitch with um sleeping and the mysterious stranger attacking you. Now, I don't know if beating the mysterious stranger prevents her from attacking you. I don't know that. Cause like um there was a glitch where like it would be like, "Oh, you can't rest now. You're about to be attacked." Like you're about to be under attack. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Nothing's attacking me. I don't even get the prompt that the mysterious stranger, like I don't get the timer on the top left or right on my screen. I don't get that. So I don't know if the mysterious stranger is attacking me or not. I have no fucking idea. Alright? But yeah, that was another glitch. That makes I think three so far. Um I believe they wanted to make the community garden a separate area from the main area, like where you spawn. So with like the whole left side of the map, like you spawn like over there, and like you start getting attacked by the mysterious stranger in her like base raids. I think they wanted to make the mysterious stranger base raids completely different in the community garden area. Like they wanted to have another section, but I think the game glitched and now they aren't able to. Like the glitch with the not being able to sleep. Yeah, that's a big ass glitch. And I think it happened to everyone. Like I don't think anyone was able to sleep because of the mysterious stranger base raids. They were glitched and shit. And I think they turned them off, which I do hate about that. Okay. Um there were a fuckload of other glitches. My favorite glitch, or kind of glitch, is that there is a completely unobtainable milk molar that I can fucking find. I know where that milk molar is. I did not record it, sadly. I wasn't recording when it happened, alright? But my game was glitching out or it was lagging and shit like that, and it wasn't loading one of the underground like ominent facility areas, okay? Like it wasn't loading one of the rooms. I walk into the room, I can see through the floor and underground, okay? I could physically see where it was, where the milk molar was, okay? You cannot get to it at all. You cannot get to that milk molar whatsoever. I could see it, could not get to it. I knew where it was, could not get to it. Okay. Um, yeah. There was also this next part is not a glitch, but there's also a shitload of like ominous facilities, right? In those facilities, there are a buttload of doors that just can't be opened. Let us open the door, even if it's literally to a dead end. Like, even if the door just leads to a room with chairs and desks where they're doing research and shit like that. Just make those rooms have an actual purpose. When you do that, when you sit through the game and you're like, oh, this room, no, this room, no, 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 like, and you start making rooms that don't even exist, and there's a shit ton of tunnels underground that I don't think they ever used. There's a lot of tunnels that are just unused and grounded too, because they didn't fucking use it. And that's what brings me to the Toxic Tangle slash Spring update. If you play the game, you will notice it seems like shit is missing. It seems like there should be some stuff in the game, but there isn't. Okay? Which brings me to the Spring update. Would you look at that? All of these fixes right here All of them, or a lot of them, have to do with shit that was added in the Toxic Tangle update. Look at this, Black Ant Hill. They have black ants in the game, but no Black Ant Hill. There's nowhere for the black ants to be. Why is there no Black Ant Hill? Game. There's no hill. Fix it. Okay. Hot deposit improvements. Okay, that you can't really prove that was supposed to be in the update. New orc abilities. You can't truly prove, depending on what the abilities are, you might be able to prove that they were supposed to be in the Toxic Tangle update. But maybe not. Maybe this is a whole new thing that they're trying out. Okay. There was also buggy buffing. Okay, you probably couldn't prove that at all, but black ant buggy. We have black ants. No black ant buggy. And we do know that we were supposed to get, like, I'm pretty sure leakers proved, or like, they showed leaks that we were supposed to get a black ant buggy. We were supposed to. Black ants, no black ant buggy. There's also, I got a black ant egg by punching a black ant. I stole one from the black ant. Why are there black ant eggs with no black ant buggy? I mean, you're able to use the black ant egg in the bomb recipe. I never really understood that. Like, why have black ant eggs? It doesn't make any sense. Just keep the red ant eggs and make the black ants not drop bombs. Unless, like, not drop the eggs. Unless if maybe you just wanted to keep, like, consistency. Like, you didn't want people sitting there being like, red ants have eggs, but the black ants don't. That's weird. But obviously, buggy milk molars. Yet again, we were supposed to get a lot of milk molars. I think it's like 15 regular and like maybe 5 extra super or mega. Maybe it was 15 mega milk molars and like 25 new milk molars, like milk molars, regular ones. But I think we can only find 14 regular and like 5 mega milk molars. I think that's it. Like, where the fuck did they go? Did y'all delete them from the game? Did y'all decide not to add them? Did y'all forget to add them? I know the one regular milk molar, completely unobtainable. It's there, can't fucking obtain it. Buggy mutations. I think I there might be a way to prove that they were going to add buggy mutations into the game, but didn't have time or like just didn't do it. But yeah, you can tell that if you play the update, you can tell after reading the spring update, some of these, or a lot of them, feel like they should already be in the game. Like they feel like they were going to add them, but just didn't, or forgot to, or some shit like that. Like Ogres Unleashed. What's that? Half Railings, complete mushroom set, complete pumpkin set. Excuse me? Number one, we just got mushrooms, okay? Why wouldn't you add the complete mushroom set? And we just got pumpkins. Why wouldn't you add the complete pumpkin set into the game? Why wouldn't you? It's a no-brainer. Please do it. Okay? Like, some of these seem like they should already be in the game. Which brings me to my next point, okay? Or brings me to the point I was talking about a little while, like, earlier, okay? The one thing I do not like about the game is that it seems like they're actually working on the game, okay? Like, you can tell they're working on the game, but A, they never fucking play test it. Like, there were so many bugs in the PTB for the winter update. So many. So many glitches, so much shit. They just never fucking tested. You guys never tested that at all? Didn't make sure it was okay and good? You never did that? That's number one. And option number two is that, like, they had 4 months to add this shit into the game. And some of the Springs update seems like leftovers from the Toxic Tangle update that they were supposed to add but never added. You get what I mean? It's like What the fuck? Like it seems like you guys were supposed to fucking add it to the update, but then you were just like, oh, we need to rush through. Like we need to rush through this update. We need to get it out to the public so they have something to do, and we'll fix shit on the way there. We'll just, pretend that we were planning on adding this other shit later on down the line. Like it seems like some of this stuff they were planning on doing never got to it by the deadline and decided to be like, oh, well, we ain't fucking doing it now. The deadline's tomorrow. We ain't fucking doing it now. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like that. Also, another thing I don't like about the game is the new Toxic Tangle update is it's very vertical. It's very up and down movements. Okay, I don't want to be doing no fitness gram pacer test. Okay, I don't want to be going up, down, one, up, down, two, up, down, three. I don't want to be doing that shit. And it seems like that's the entire update. It's just up, down, up, down. And then the main reason why I don't like it is because I'm on a PC that has dog shit graphics and lags very little. That very little amount of lag can fuck over every single one of my jumps. Like, yeah, if I had maximum lag, it would completely ruin the game. But the fact I even like the fact I have little lag, it still ruins my jumps. You know what I mean? So I ruin jumps, and also some of the time, with the buggies, whenever you're trying to call your buggy, it seems like the buggy should be able to spawn there or spawn nearby, and the game's like, nope, can't spawn there. Are you fucking stupid? If my buggy is able to walk on that surface free of charge, he should be able to spawn there. There should be enough room for him to spawn. There should be. But yeah. Oh shit, I was gonna say something else. Um, yeah, it's very vertical, up and down. Something else. Oh yeah, Grounded 2. It's definitely one of those games that can completely hit itself in the foot. Like just by the developers just doing one wrong move, the game's gonna hit itself directly in the foot. And a lot of people I think are gonna stop playing. That one thing that I think that's gonna happen, that one thing that I think could do that, that could make Grounded hit itself in the foot, is itself. Because in Grounded 1, when they were making Grounded 1, I watched YouTubers play the PTB, the full release of the PTB, like the public release of the PTB, stuff like that, right? I watched YouTubers playing videos on it and shit like that. I mainly watched I'm Cade and stuff like that, right? It seemed like when they were making Grounded 1, they cared so much about the storyline, right? They cared a shit ton about the storyline and the progression of the game. Like how you progress, what you need to do before doing something else. Like just main, like progression. It feels very smooth in Grounded 2 or in Grounded 1. Okay? You get an axe. You're able to use that axe to cut down stuff to maybe get a hammer or like get a fucking something else, something else, something else. You're able to use that stuff then to make yourself like a hammer or something else. And then that stuff that you get is able to make a new level of an axe or new levels and shit like that. Like it's very smooth progression in Grounded 1. But I feel in Grounded 2, or let's go back to Grounded 1. It'll make more sense, trust me. With Grounded 1, after they completed the game, that's when they went back and they started doing uh like weapon changes and adding new weapons, like stuff like that, like changing what weapons do, what like the damage is and stuff like that. With Grounded 2, it seems like they're more focused on the physical gameplay and releasing new shit to the game than they are actually caring about the storyline or anything like that. Because I think right now, because it feels like right now in the game, right? They're trying to make the game like a roguelike, where like you pick a class, different armor sets have different values and stuff like that. While is in Grounded 1, it was basically pick an armor set, pick a weapon that pairs well with that armor set, and you're basically gonna win, no matter what. As long as you have a good armor set and a weapon that pairs well with the armor set, you were good. It feels like in Grounded 2, they're making it more like roguelike and like buff heavy, if you get what I mean. Think of like Elden Ring, where it'll be like, oh, like this armor gives you a plus 2% increase, like a plus 2% chance of a critical hit, and like shit like that, where it's like it feels like minute things, like things that like pair well in very specific builds, but not other builds. Like in Grounded 2, if I want to use a bow, it feels like I have to physically have a bow armor set. Or like I physically have to have a particular armor set. While in Grounded 1, it didn't matter. In Grounded 1, you picked an armor set and you stuck with it. You maxed out that armor set and you were basically set for the rest of the game. As long as it was a high tier armor set, you were good. Like as long as you weren't using a tier 1 armor set to defeat a fucking tier 4 enemy, you were good. You know what I mean? But in Grounded 2, it's starting to feel more roguelike and stuff like that. If that makes any sense. Especially with, oh, look at here, fucking new archetypes. They're planning on adding new archetypes to the game. Yippee. I don't know. What I do know is yeah, I don't know. The game feels like it's just gonna be hitting itself in the foot. Like it's gonna keep wanting to release um new tools, new armor, new creatures, new everything, and it feels like they're going to leave shit in the past. Like maybe the community wanted something, but they decided to move on from it. And I feel like a lot of people are going to stop playing the game if that's the case. If it seems like like right now, I don't think it's as blatantly obvious, but I think maybe in the future, it could be blatantly obvious that like playing the game before it's fully released seems like a horrible idea. Like right now, it seems like they're releasing updates and releasing new shit to the game for the sole purpose of sitting there and being like of just sitting there and being like, oh hey, uh, check out this new fucking bug. Like come back and play the game. They're trying to get other people to download. Like it feels like they're trying to be money hungry or money grabbing. You know what I mean? Like they're purposely releasing new shit to the game, not for the sake of the game, but for the sake of grabbing new players, making new people buy the game, and stuff like that. That's what it feels like now. Or that I feel like it could feel like that in the future. It could very easily go down that route, which I wouldn't want it to. Yeah. Oh, back to the bugs. There is if any grounded dev is watching this video, there is what is it? There's a explodable rock inside of the, uh, what's his name? Inside of the scarecrow. That explodable rock leads nowhere. I exploded the rock, and there was nothing behind the rock. Nothing at all. I don't even think there was a milk mauler or some shit behind there. There was literally nothing. It's just explode rock, nothing there. There was also what seems to be like a lot of people found this when going into the worn torn anthill, when you have to walk up either the caramel apple or the rusty screw, there is a area behind the brick that looks like it's another tunnel, but it just leads also nowhere. So what's up with that? Like a lot of places have explodable things, but then lead nowhere. And hell, like I said before, there's a completely there's another fucking milk mauler. There's a completely unobtainable milk mauler in the game right now that you cannot obtain other than going and glitching through the floor. Like you cannot obtain it. Y'all need to fix that. Like maybe you're planning on maybe you put it there as a placeholder for maybe the new buggy milk maulers. I don't know. Buggy milk maulers. Maybe that's what it is. Buggy buffing, buggy milk maulers, buggy mutations. Maybe what you're able to do is collect milk maulers for your buggy. Like there'll be like some form of milk mauler that you're able to collect for the buggy, and you're able to spend the milk mauler on a completely different milk mauler screen than the player milk mauler screen. You get what I mean? Milk mauler screen, whatever the fuck, right? Yeah, but there's like a lot of fucking sections on the map. Back to what I was talking about with the bugs. There's a lot of sections on the map that lead nowhere. I think there's a lot of tunnels that you left in or decided to just leave in for the shits and gigs just because you know no one else would find them. Uh, Newsflash, I found it. I also, I'd like to point this out. If you fight uh the new Mysterious Stranger boss fight, right? My game glitched and I was able to see through the floor. Okay? I found a a grounded one brood mother what's it called? Grounded one brood mother what the fuck's it called? It's like the deer and the antlers. You hang them up on the wall, like trophy, like brood mother trophy mount, like wall mount. Okay, it's the exact same one from Grounded One, maybe a bit smaller, and it's like it's all colored blue, and that's it. Like the whole thing is just a blue color. I found that underneath of the map, so I don't know if the game uses that. I don't know if the game uses it as a you get what I mean. I don't know if the game uses that as a thing, but like you know what I mean. I don't know if the game uses that thing as the way to summon in the broodmother. I don't know. It might also use it for the broodmother screech. You get what I mean? Like maybe I know when the fight starts, I think the broodmother screeches when the fight starts. Like you hear the broodmother screech. I think when the fight starts. So that might be the case. Like it might use it for that, but it might also use it as a broodmother summon. Like that's what they use to summon in the broodmother. Maybe I don't know. I do hope. I do remember them saying that they wanted to add every creature from Grounded One back into Grounded Two. I think that could be fun. Maybe a good idea, maybe a bad idea. I don't know. The armor sets would have to be a bit different than Grounded One, but yeah, yeah, but yeah. I think that's gonna be it for this video. Uh, I mainly just I don't like how many glitches there are in the game. I also don't like I also don't like how it feels like the game is unfinished. Like when they release an update, it feels like there was supposed to be more to that update. Like especially with the Toxic Tangle update. It felt like there was supposed to be more to it than what there was. Like there was a lot of stuff. They added a shitload of stuff. A whole new section of the map. What is that? They added 4 new sections of the map, like a whole advancement to the fucking uh what is it? What's that called? Not the timeline. Uh I don't know. A whole new advancement to progression of the storyline. Progression of the story. Okay. Oh, another glitch. Salone had no dialogue. Like she did not speak her dialogue, except for the basic dialogues that were already recorded before the update. So that's an issue. That's a bug, honestly. I do wish they bring back the Broodmother as an actual like enemy you're able to fight, like a normal enemy you're able to fight. You know what I mean? Because like right now we only get 6 Broodmother chunks for defeating the Mysterious Stranger and the Broodmother. We only get 6. So that means we're able to make 2 spicy Coltanas, and that is it. One for bulky and one for sleek, I think. I think those are the only 2 paths we're able to go down. Wait, hold on. Can you upgrade weapons down bulky and sleek? I don't think so. I think it's only sleek, right? I don't think weapons have a bulky path. They might, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like they did. Yeah, I 100% feel like they did. But maybe that path, it was guaranteed to go down that path. And then you could not go down a bulky path. I don't know. But yeah. What was I saying before? Yeah. So like, the fucking spicy Coldanas, I do wish we get more. We get to fight the actual Broodmother. I do wish that they add or that maybe in a future update they completely revoke our like they add a setting that allows us to revert changes that we've made. Like maybe uh it would allow us to revert the mixer because I completed the mixer basically after I completed the game. Like after I completed the beginning of the very first like update before the Axel update. When I completed it, when I beat the Mysterious Stranger and I got the prompt, oh hey, there's no more shit for you to do. Good job. I went and I beat the mixer because I didn't think, or I beat the mixer because I knew, oh hey, she can stop attacking me now. But yeah, I just hope that that gets fucking fixed. I hope that she's able to attack us again, some way, somehow, somewhere. I hope that's true because I kind of need the raw science. I heavily need that raw science. So yeah, I hope I hope they don't bite themselves in the foot by trying to release more content into the game, like over and over and over again. But I also hope that they don't take another, you know, 4 fucking year break or a 4 month break just to release half of an update that should have been one full update. Like, I do know, I 100% know that I think Obsidian also is working on The Outsiders 2 or The Outlanders, whatever the fuck they're called, The Outsiders. I don't know. It's The Outer Worlds. I think Obsidian owns. What company makes the game The Outer Worlds 2? Publisher. Private Division publishes the game. Game details. Oh no, The Outer Worlds 2 is a 2025 action role-playing game developed by Obsidian Entertainment. Obsidian is also the people who make Grounded 2. Same people. Okay, so I do know that they are caught up. They might have actually released the Outer Worlds, which is why, right? Yeah, the Outer World. What the fuck did I just search up? What? Yeah, the Outer Worlds. They do make the Outer Worlds. I think they might have finished it though. I don't know, but they did. They released. I will say they released a shit ton for 4 months of work. Like that is a fuckload. I just do wish that they kind of play tested it because I couldn't sleep it and do anything like that. I am glad I got the trinkets first try. The pinchwhacker, not the pinchwhacker, the earwig trinket, and the grasshopper. No, the cricket trinket. Right? That's cricket. Yeah, the cricket trinket and the grasshopper. The fucking cricket and the earwig trinket. I am glad I got those first fucking try. First enemy I defeated, I got them immediately. I'm glad. This is the end of the video. I'm going to post this video immediately. The next video I release on my channel will be this video. I am making this video on 1-29-2026. I am releasing this video today. I'm mainly releasing it today because I can. Okay, see ya. Bye.